And good morning, America. The National Weather Service already calling this a crippling, potentially historic blizzard. You see, the snow has been falling up and down the East Coast. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. President Obama is traveling abroad. He has been briefed about the storm. States are preparing for the worst. Our entire extreme weather team is out. You see them up and down the East Coast, covering it all. And Ginger starts us off here in Times Square.
Oh, Robin, right here in Times Square where the light snow has just begun. This is the storm that we knew was coming. It should have moved quickly off into the Atlantic, but it hit a block. Now it is going to sit and spin and drop snow for the next 24 to 36 hours, and that is why we have blizzard warnings from coastal New Jersey up through parts of Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Maine, and inland. This is a much bigger storm. Look at all the purple, the pink, everyone there affected. The snow totals we will get into, but some of the heaviest are going to fall in Massachusetts, and some of the worst weather will be found in Boston, and that is exactly where my teammate Rob Marciano is this morning, preparing for this storm.
Ginger, they are gearing up here in Boston for what is going to be a beast of a blizzard. This isn't snow, this is salt. Look at this, 35,000 tons of it. It is going to take this and more to try to keep these roads clear. But it's not just Boston that's preparing. Much of the eastern third of the U.S. has already been impacted by this storm.
Overnight highway whiteout. Stranded drivers in Ohio feeling the first bitter blast of this likely historic blizzard. Emergency personnel on the scene assisting this driver stuck in a ditch. This after a weekend already full of dangerous winter weather. In Massachusetts, at least 3 dozen spinouts. This tractor trailer jackknifing, another overturning. And in Baltimore, 4 children rescued after plunging through a frozen pond, leaving 2 in critical condition. But all that just a preview of what's still to come. The mayor of New York City warning, don't underestimate this storm.
Prepare for something worse than we have seen before.
As what could be the nastiest storm in years takes aim, more than 50 million Americans bracing for the worst.
Just trying to get in the parking lot here was insane.
A frenzy in this supermarket just outside Boston. It's expected to be one of the hardest hit areas. Shelves at this ShopRite in New Jersey stripped bare. And at Trader Joe's in Manhattan, a 30-minute wait just to get inside. Salt trucks along the East Coast out in full force. The storm expected to dump up to 30 inches in some areas, with winds gusting to 65 miles per hour. And along the New England shoreline, coastal flooding. Residents there boarding up and hunkering down.
We're using 2x10s in order to protect all the glass.
The East Coast preparing for one monster of a storm.
It's been 2 years since they've gotten 2 feet of snow, and at that time, it brought this city to a standstill. The record here in Boston is 27.5 inches, could see 3 feet. And Robin, there's really no amount of salt that can melt 3 feet of snow.
Nope, but all right, Rob, thank you. The storm already causing chaos for air travelers. Thousands of flights canceled today and tomorrow, and that number will only increase. ABC's David Curley is at Reagan National Airport with more on that. Good morning, David.
Morning, Robin. If you want to fly, it's going to be a mess out there. It's going to ripple through the entire system, which is why if you're in Dallas, Los Angeles, or Chicago, you're going to feel the effects of this storm as well. Now, it's not just snow that's going to be a problem. This is a blizzard. That means big winds, 35 miles an hour, gusts up to 50 miles an hour. That can make it very difficult for aircraft to land. It slows everything down. Now, the biggest hit is going to be in the Northeast. The regional carriers and JetBlue is being hit pretty hard as well. Now, Robin, here's the good news. Most airlines have activated waivers. That means if your flight is canceled, you won't be charged to rebook a flight. It's going to be 2 days, not just the snowstorm today, winds again tomorrow, Robin.
Yeah, the ripple effect, as you said. And explain why so many flights are being canceled right now, this early.
Well, the reason they cancel all those flights, as you saw the numbers, is because they know that they're not going to be able to operate at normal operation speed. They're going to have to cancel flights. So why bring the passengers to the airport? Let them stay home, rebook them. Once the storm passes, we'll get them to where they want to go, is what the airlines say, Robin.
All right, David, thank you so much. I'm booked on a 10 a.m. flight tomorrow to Dallas.
That ain't happening.
Oh, I hope. We'll see.